LSPD and PBSO signed 2 different contracts to be able to be supplied with stuff by Cerberus. They are slightly different. So LSPD has got one where they want an exclusivity contract, so they'll get weapons from Cerberus. And PBSO have gone a step further and are actually going to rebrand and become CPD.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they can have different uniforms, different liveries on their cars, weapons, all kinds of shit. But they've assured me that Dean and Lang will never get involved in the day-to-day of PD.
I mean, it's just
I believe
it's
that when
a
I
lie,
see them at the next meeting. So I believe that when I see it. And then the other part of this is that, you know, we were going to get missiles on the jets, right? Did you get told about that?
Yeah, I've heard about missiles, yes.
Yeah, so we're not going to take those because they're also coming from Cerberus. And the issue that Underwood and I have and all the other troopers have is that the person providing these weapons don't have any legislation to say that they can make the weapons.
Exactly, yeah.
Nor does he even have a basic firearms license. So someone selling us missiles that doesn't have either of those things is concerning. We don't really like where the supply is coming from, and therefore probably going to be saying no. But I'm going on the advice of Underwood on that stuff because I want missiles. But if there's a problem with where they're coming from, I'd rather investigate that first and then see what's happening and go from there.
Yes, I agree. I think also we're running in a really risky territory where once we start, I mean, Cerberus owns the whole city. Once we let them own the PD2, I mean, they are, it'll be a monarchy. It's going to get out of control.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. But luckily they don't control us. We need to make sure that Andrews and Soze do not sign any contract with them. Underwood has his own contacts that we're probably going to use to get our own stuff for the jets, and I'm really not worried about it. And then what? Jesus. Okay, so there's all that stuff that's been going on, and then the rest of the departments have been kind of odd. LSPD have a lot of inward fighting. A PBSO is like literally a cult at this point. Where people are blinded by something. I don't know what, but they're blinded by something. And then, oh, fuck. Well, Jesus, what else has been happening? There's been so much the past week.
How are our officers doing, the state police officers?
Good, actually. Although every day I wake up, I have a new complaint about Croc. So, there's that.
That's not surprising, though. Croc he has always been a bit of a loose cannon, so.
Yeah, but he's just taking it. Now he's doing it as state police, and it's just like... You know, you've dealt with these LSPD pussies in the past.
Yeah.
Now you're dealing with state police, and I'm not afraid to do what I need to do to discipline. Yeah. So he needs to remember that. But also, I'm taking what's being said with a pinch of salt because I feel like people have a bit of vendetta against Croc.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to keep that in mind when people are bringing me stuff.
Is it cops complaining, or is it?
Yeah, of course it is. It's all cops complaining. So I'm trying to support him. And I want him to, you know, I want him to see him succeed. I don't want to just be like, okay, Croc, you're out. You're causing problems. But like, I just want to try and resolve said issues so that they don't happen, and then help him move forward and help him succeve. That's ultimately what I want.
Also, I mean, some of the way these motherfuckers run shit sometimes, not even I get in line with the way that they see things either. I've had my issues with SDSO, so on. Like, I don't even train their cadets because I don't want anything to do with how they operate. So
yeah, I'm not sure.
In my opinion, they've turned into quite a boys' club, which is fine, but I just don't want to interfere with what they're doing. I'd rather just stay out of it.
Yeah, they seem to have very different views on how people should be punished. Which actually was something that happened recently between AJ and them. I think it's been resolved now.
Right,
AJ
I saw that.
Suspended somebody and then it was reverted.
Yeah, they did the same thing when the cadet got lippy with me, and they were like, "Oh, that's not really getting lippy." Then they said some other shit, which I didn't even recall telling them or anything. So yeah, I don't know. It was just a very odd situation. So I just stay away from anything to do with SDSO.
Fair enough. I was just a little disappointed with like the whole disciplinary part of PD because it's like, You'd expect there to be at least one part of the so-called unified PD to actually be unified, and it would be punishment stuff, because that's pretty important for us in the city, right?
Yeah.
But it's not. What was happening is people were literally just going, they were getting punished by someone, going back to the high command, and high command were reversing it. Which is why we're in this fucking situation now. You know what's funny is when high command turn around and say, why aren't people behaving? And then like they don't look at their own behavior, and they don't actually get anyone punished properly. That's why people aren't fucking behaving.
I was on duty like 3 days ago around shift 2-ish, I think. Maybe, yeah, it was like shift 1, shift 2. And big argument between, like, because there were of course like 3-4 lieutenants on duty, so you could just imagine that. And they're like mid-situation, like, I'm a lieutenant. Well, I'm a lieutenant. Well, and I'm like, oh my, there's no way they're saying all this shit on the radio right now. Like, this is
no, I'm a lieutenant. I'm your boss.
And then and then so it's getting all wild already, and then the cadets start chiming in, like just deputies saying dumbass shit, and I'm like, dude, like this is a disaster.
Yeah. So they've updated their punishment stuff, but I'm not holding my breath on it because I don't know. So-called tribunals are going to be happening where there's representatives from each department, but the only tribunals, quote unquote, that I've heard of so far have been from one department with only one department's heads in it, so it's not exactly a tribunal. Yeah, don't know. Kind of waiting to see how it all pans out, but shift 2 seems like a bit of a mess right now, so I'm steering clear. Shift 1 has been pretty good. Shift 3 has been okay from what I understand.
Shift 3 usually survives all right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But you know, we walked out of a meeting the other day because Underwood called me and told me they were hiring Mary Mushkin as a stripper. We're meant to be investigating that woman, and they just paid her $100,000.
Yep. So, and had her in there,
So I just, we were like, okay, we're getting out of this fucking clown show. And that's the situation. That's where we're at right now. I think you're fully up to date now.
All right. Sounds good. Keep an eye on everything. I haven't seen a single state officer yet, so I'm excited to see how they do.
They've been good, and you know, Z's, Carter, and Croc are all, you know, 3 really good officers, and they got big personalities, which is what we want in the state. And then, you know, I really like I like them all. I think
I like what I've seen in the conversations we've had with them in our state chat for sure. I think it's exciting.
Yeah, I mean, their outlook on stuff is refreshing, right? I think we're getting in a really good place. Also had Andrews around with me the other day, and we've offered a spot to Ingvar. I don't know if you met Ingvar.
Oh my god, yes, I did.
Yeah, we offered a spot to Ingvar. We also had Gunner rolling around, but there's no way Gunner's going to leave PBSO. Like, he's just not. It's not going to happen. I have no idea people think it would even be a possibility. And then the other potential, and I think probably getting invited, is King from Shift 2. Do you know King?
King? Marcel King?
No, Marcel's never around. I'm talking about King, Henry King.
Which one is the young one? Which one's the OG one? Is that Henry?
Henry's been around for a long time,
Oh, okay, yeah, I know King.
Yeah, he's probably going to be a trooper. I think Andrews is taking him under his wing to, you know, build him out as a trooper potentially in the future. So that's cool. And King's like one of the nicest people you ever meet. He is such a nice dude. Very, very considerate. Really good cop. I like him a lot.
Agreed. Big agree. Vouch.
So yeah, I think that's where we're at with hiring at the moment. I have suggested others, DuPont, Casterman. We just need some more during EU, you know, because it's generally just like me and you. Copper when she comes around later, sometimes Ripley if he's up late.
Well, shift 3, I'm dead alone.
I know. I think we need some in shift 3 as well. I don't know.
His engine keeps cutting off.
I think we should. I don't want to say any names now, but if you have any ideas, send me an email.
Yeah, his car's definitely out.
Because you know what, people, as soon as you start saying, "Oh, who do you think will be good?" you get people flooding. You go, "This person will be good." Oh, this person. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me know, and then I think that's it. Honestly, I think we're good. We're pushing our standards higher, so following traffic laws and all that shit I've been doing, and trying to encourage that through other people as well, especially SIU. who are basically just street racers in a police car right now. And also, I've been getting a lot of questions from Andrews about SIU. Have you been asked about this at all?
No.
Okay.
But also, I haven't been on duty in like 2 weeks.